In today's video, Jamahal Hill goes off on the MMA community. Conor McGregor offered a coaching role on the next Ultimate Fighter season. Ariel Helwani slams Dana White for lack of hype on Usman-Edwards 3. Alex Pereira fires back at Jamahal Hill. Bisping shares his thoughts on Luke Rockhold vs Jake Paul potential fight. And Luke Rockhold sends a message to Jake Paul. Jamahal Hill is quote-unquote pissed off following his UFC 283 victory over Glover Teixeira. In a recent interview on SiriusXM, the newly crowned UFC light heavyweight champion said that he feels highly disrespected by the MMA community and some other people.
I feel like, you're still like, you want to do more and you still kind of have, I don't know if hostility is the word, but you seem a little angry.
I'm pissed off now.
Yeah, you seem a little angry.
Off. I ain't gonna hold you up. I'm pissed off.
Why?
I feel disrespected. I feel highly disrespected.
By who?
Man, the community and a few people specifically who I plan on addressing them personally. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
people in our weight class.
Nah.
Are you talking like media members? You're talking
nobody in our weight class. Like none of the fighters have, like, you know what I mean, have really said anything like out the way.
You're talking like media members and coaches and shit like that.
Yeah. Couple months,
Okay.
You got some of the people, but then you got them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I got to deal with a couple of them motherfuckers.
Man, why are you worried about them fucking idiots? You're sitting there with the 12-pound gold belt. You're the baddest motherfucker on the planet at 205 pounds. Why the fuck are you worried about them?
Because I'm petty, man. That's why. luckily for me, I got a little bit of medical time clearance to be petty.
Over Instagram, Conor McGregor has revealed that he has been offered a coaching role on the next Ultimate Fighter season. He wrote, "This is a snap from the original Ultimate Fighter house where I coached for Uriah Faber. This photo was just before the show though. It was right before I won my first world title beating Uriah's teammate Chad Mendes around. I then went on to coach the famous fight show straight after the fight with a big black eye and a gash, my tricolor, and my new and first ever UFC gold belt. I waltzed into the notorious fight gym in Las Vegas. The slickest suits and shouts the show had ever seen before on top of the silverware, and I coached my team to victory. Crazy. Some journey. I have just been offered to coach this role again. I like it. It is full immersion, which is needed. I see fighters lining up. I know what's ahead. I've been ready, motherfuckers. Hashtag stay ready." What do you guys think of these comments from Conor? Do you want to see him back on the reality series? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Ariel Helwani is not happy with the UFC's lack of hype on the Leon Edwards vs Kamaru 3 announcement. Following UFC Vegas 67, UFC President Dana White took to the post-fight press conference to make some massive announcements. With news of Francis Ngannou leaving the promotion, major fight announcements for UFC 286 in London were lost in the mix.
I told you guys, or you heard, Leon Edwards and Usman is finalized. And then Gaethje and Fiziev are the co-main event for that fight.
So Leon
in London.
Leon and Kamaru is finalized for that one?
Yes. Yes, done. All those fights are done. All four of those fights are done. I mean, both of those fights are done.
During a recent edition of the MMA Hour, Ariel Helwani expressed his disappointment with the UFC's way of announcing the trilogy between Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman. He said, "I kind of chuckled a little bit. People love to say, 'Oh man, you really screwed the UFC with that Brock Lesnar announcement.' Meanwhile, these massive fights like Leon and Kamaru 3, huge UK pay-per-view, first time since 2016, just gets announced in a throwaway comment at a press conference. Like, come on. The argument that they have these big plans all the time, like, you're really screwing their plans." A throwaway comment. Kamaru Usman vs Leon Edwards 3, one of the biggest fights of the year, just gets thrown away like that. Oh, and by the way, forgot to mention, that fight's happening. Oh, and by the way, Fizzy vs Gaethje 2, like, nothing? That's it? That's the big announcement? Alex Pereira says he wants revenge for his coach and mentor, Glover Teixeira, while chasing UFC double champ status. Jamahal Hill recently stated that if Pereira moves up to light heavyweight, he'll knock him the f*** out. Now, Pereira appeared in the comments section of Hill's latest Instagram post, which was directed at injured former title holder Jiri Prochazka, and issued a challenge to Sweet Dreams.
But where you at, though? Where you at, though? And by the way, that's what she said. That's what she said!
The Brazilian wrote, I heard Prohaska is injured. What about knocking me out? What do you guys make of a potential fight between these two champs? Who do you think comes out on top? Let us know in the comments below. On Monday, Luke Rockhold revealed that the UFC has agreed to release him from his contract after he announced his MMA retirement following a decision defeat to Paulo Costa in August. The former UFC champ also called out Jake Paul to fight him in boxing. Speaking on the most recent episode of the Believe You Me podcast, Michael Bisping shared his thoughts on a potential fight between Rockhold and Paul. Here's what he said.
Talking of Jake Paul, a little switcheroo here, but Luke Rockhold, not in the notes, but Luke Rockhold. I was with Jason Pereira a couple of days ago and we were talking about Luke. Luke is coming back, okay? Took a little hiatus, but he's also a free agent now. And he was on Helwani, but I saw this, but I already knew I was talking to Perillo. He's been released from his contract, so he can now go anywhere he wants. So he was talking about Jake Paul to Ariel Helwani today, you know, and he said, look, listen, he's like, I'm in my prime. I'm a middleweight. I'm not Anderson Silva, who's almost 50 years old. So let's go. So obviously he's you know, he's trying to get that fight, he's trying to get paid, he's trying to get that money, trying to get that payday, and fair play to him. But is Luke in his prime? And you know, all jokes aside, listen, Luke's a freak athlete. He really is. He's so coordinated, he's so explosive and powerful, tall, long, rangy. I hope he gets a big fight like that. I really do. And in fact, should I reach out and try and get him on as a guest? That'd be nice. He's a nice guy. He is a nice guy. He's very misunderstood. And I helped with that. I talked a lot of smack, but we were opponents. We didn't like each other.
In a recent Instagram story, Rockhold said that negotiations for his next fight are going good, and it's going to be a big year for the former UFC champ.
I'm getting in shape. Things are going good. Negotiations are going good. It's going to be a big fucking year.
Luke also shared this sparring clip with the caption, Jake, ... Would you guys be interested in a potential Jake Paul vs. Luke Rockhold boxing match? Let us know in the comments below. Here are the top 3 funniest memes we found on the internet today. Third place was found over Instagram and was posted by a user named As Shopped As It Gets. Second place was found over Reddit and was posted by a user named RedSI. And our top pick was found over Facebook and was posted by a user named Johnny T. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest MMA news.